All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Life Coach Bridget here. And I want to thank you for joining me for another uh, session, discussion, another live of our Happy Start of the New Week energy session. So let me get some introductions out the way of who I am, okay, for those who don't know. My name is Bridget. I am a life coach and mentor. I am also an intentional peer support specialist, IPS, as well as a peer wellness specialist, a trainer, consultant, motivational speaker, mother of 8, mom to many. All right. My specialties as a life coach are relationships, parenting, self care, and business or how to cope in the workplace. Okay, so helping you, whether it's to build a business, put together a business plan, or helping you to deal with something you may be going through in the workplace and feel that you have no one there that you can turn to for fear of retaliation or whatever the reason may be that keeps you from going to seek the help or support that you may need. Okay. Hi. I don't want to mess your name up. Frederica? I think that's how you pronounce it. If I butchered it, I'm so sorry. But thank you for joining me. Um, so each week during this happy start of the new week energy session, I choose a topic to discuss to help either get you through your week or maybe it's confirmation of something you've been discussing with someone else and you know you're like, hey, I knew that was it. Or maybe you're like, shit, Bridget, you way off in left field some damn where I never thought about that. Whatever the situation may be. Bottom line is I'm providing you with what I like to call a fruit snack. And if you like to receive more assistance from me, then you just trot on over to my website at www.hafh.life. Again, that's hafh.life. It's home away from home. The homes are acronyms that stands for helping open minds elevate away from hindrances, obstacles, mayhem, and excuses because that's what I do. All right. And if you know someone who can benefit from our Happy Start of the New Week energy sessions, guess what? Oh, anyone who could benefit from it, but they may have missed it, they can always go over to my YouTube channel and catch it in its entirety at Life Coach Bridget Cooks. All right. So if you can't tell, last week, the full 7 days has been a full 7 days for me. All right. So I am really looking forward to this new week and seeing how all that I've learned, all that I've endured, all that happened to me last week to see how I can implement it into my life going forward. But the one thing that I noticed going on, I would say, since 2020 has begun, and I really think we need a do-over with 2020, but hey, that's a whole nother story for another day. Since we're in it, then I would like to highly, highly, highly recommend, if you don't do it already, you taking some time to get you together. Take some time to love on you. Take some time to be selfish and focus on you because self-care is important. And that's what I want to talk about today. Self-care. All right. Now, I was almost at the burnout session, I mean, of my life just this past week because it was just so much going on. All right. And then I had to sit back and just think, what have you done to care for you this past week? What have you done? I mean, I'm the type of person, excuse me, I don't want to call it a fetish because that's not what it is, but I do enjoy collecting uh, items. Okay. And no, I'm not a hoarder. But what I do is when I travel out the state, I may get a shot glass because I like collecting shot glasses and I have a bunch of them. But I've also, and I don't even drink like that. Go figure. Oh, well, I just like having them. Okay. Part of my self care. Some people's self care consists of traveling. Some people's self care exactly consists of doing nothing at all. I'm trying to do that on my Saturdays. Absolutely. No, I'm trying to just really honor doing nothing. Period. Just waking up. That's it. All right. And people have different ways that they care for themselves. And I've now found myself, I noticed that I started collecting cups. Okay, I do like coffee cups. I'll show you. Like I have this pretty red one. Okay, and I have this one from. I live in Oregon, so whenever I travel in different places in Oregon, I stop and pick up one of their cups. I just like having mugs. Okay, you probably can't see what that says, but it says greetings, be thankful for everything. Greetings, be thankful for everything. And then I have a beige one. Okay. And I bring that up because I just noticed that I started doing that. Okay. Just picking up cups and things like that and how it just makes me feel. And oftentimes, with everything going on, we tend to lose sight of us, especially those of us who are empaths. Okay. We take on everybody else. Especially those who are very selfless people. Okay. Um, they tend to lose sight of themselves and put everybody else forward, take on everybody else's problems, issues. They're so supportive and just want to just be there for everybody. I remember one time I was sitting back just thinking, like, damn, Bridget, why do you do that? And I had gone to a place in my mind like, damn, you know, I know that many people don't believe in jail, heaven, or hell, but they're all real and we're going to face one of them someday eventually. Okay. That's from the book of Bridget, my beliefs. I don't force my beliefs on anyone else. If you believe that, great. If you don't, not a problem. Okay. Period. However, I sat back and I was thinking like, damn, when we go to the gates, all these people that, I've always wanted to help and I'm always hurt by those that I can't get through to. All right. But I'm learning my place and I'll tell you about that one in a sec. But it always hurt me when I can't, assist someone. And I don't use that word can't often, but I'm gonna use it in this context because I sat back and I was like, damn, I would be the one where, my Heavenly Father would say, looking through the book of life, your good outweighs your bad, job well done, come on in. I'm really hoping that's what he says. But anyway, um, and I would sit back and look at those that may not be able to make it in. And I'd be like, you know what, Lord, I'll give them my place. Can they just go in? All right. I don't like to see people hurt. I don't like to see people hurting. Okay. So I try to do what I can to assist as much as I can and be there for people as much as I can. But I have to stop, or I had to stop neglecting me. Now, when I said, what did I say? Okay. When I said, you know, how the word can't. And I don't use that often, but here's the thing. I now know my place. I know that I'm not meant to do everything for everyone. And what I mean by that is if I meet someone or I'm working with someone, I know that my job with the individual, depending on what it is or whatever, may be to either plant the seeds, water the seeds, prune it, okay, or maybe I'm transplanting it. Who knows? All right. But I do know that I am not to concern myself with saving everyone. Just do my part. That's all I'm to do, period. All right. So, and not so. And the reason for that is because you could work with someone or you could support people and you can become burned out because you're trying to do everything for everyone or be everything for that someone, and it's taking a toll on you. That's good for you, Frederica, that you're changing all that, finding something you love and go for it. It's okay to change. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. It is okay to change. It is okay to be okay. It is okay to not be okay. You know, and I say that because of the way society has tried to program many to be. And I used to be that same way. But nonetheless, back to the self care. All right. That's big. That's really important that you take some time for yourself. Take some time to get to know yourself. Take some time to love on yourself. Because if you don't do it for you, then why should anyone else do it for you? Why would anyone else care to do it for you? Okay. I often tell people who like to work a lot. You're working so much and oh my God, I can't be late. And it's good because I'm the type I've picked up this mentality that on time is late. Thank you, Coach Vandenberg. Okay. Um, so she's the one who she's a coach in the David Douglas School District, and she had used to say that to the team, the basketball team that she was coaching, and my daughter was on that team, and it was like on time is late, and I'm like, yeah, I feel that. I believe that. I receive that. I'm going with that going forward. But you have people who would burn themselves out, or who still burn themselves out going into jobs and working themselves like crazy, and I got to get this done, and I got to do this and this, that, and the other. And I'd look at them and say, why are you stressing out? Why are you burning yourself out for a company that in the event you passed away, Lord forbid, if you passed away, they would replace you before the ink is dry on your obituary. So why are you burning yourself out? And I say that because I've worked in companies right up under the owner, president of the company. I've worked in companies where I reported to the president and vice presidents of the company. I've worked in companies where I've sat back and just literally just watched people and like, I'm gonna do my job and I'm very productive at what I do because I'm the type of person who don't believe in giving 100%. I like to give you 150% of me. So whatever you get, you're gonna get the very best. However, I'm not gonna burn myself out doing it. And when you leave the job, for those who are that way, I'm like, what is it gonna hurt to just go home if this is your thing? Go home and just relax in a tub, bubble bath, just breathe. And, people have different ways of caring for themselves, and they have their different places that they go to where they release. And the thing about me is my sacred place, my place of comfort, believe it or not, is probably the weirdest place ever for some and not for others. But for me, it's my car. That's my that's where I'm riding home, and I can sort my thoughts out, and I can figure out, things, and I do my prayers, and just have my me time and getting acquainted with me. Self-care is really important, people. It really is. Don't negate yourself. Don't negate that part of your life. All right. And even if yours is going to sit on a porch, going just for a walk from one end of your block to the other, from one end of your complex to another, from one end of your bedroom to the other. Okay. I'm saying take a moment to just reflect on you. Do that. Because again, this past week, I was in training. I'm going to bed late, studying, reading, doing all these different things, okay, to where I was trying to be careful with the words, and I'm saying that because I'm really careful about what I put out into the universe. So it was it wasn't a challenging week, like anything was difficult or not. It was just a very busy, very productive week, that almost caused me to lose sight of me. And although I was doing something and accomplishing something to put on my shelf, I wasn't taking the time to pay attention to my shell, to pay attention to the physical me. I was more on, okay, I got to get this done. Let me read this. Let me do this, to the point where when I left and I'm driving back from the coast to my home, it was like, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Some people call it a woosah moment. I called it was a giving back to me moment. I called it a loving me some me moment. See, I have this thing that I strongly live by, the saying that I created many years ago. And it's love yourself more than you expect to be loved by anyone else. I am my biggest fan. Okay. I'm my biggest critic, but I'm also my biggest fan. And because I love me some me, then it's only right that I take care of me. I don't want to ever come off as hypocritical. You telling this and you doing this, but you're not taking care of you. Yes, I do. Let me tell you. I'll tell you how I take care of me. I told you I love my mugs. Okay. I get a mug in every city, every state I go to, as well as picking up a shot glass. And like I said, I got a whole collection of shot glasses, and I don't even drink like that. I just like having them things. Okay. But that's my self-care moment. When I'm driving in my car and I'm releasing and I'm talking to me, okay, that's my self-care moment. When I'm at home and maybe I'm just in my room and just focused on me. I'm focused on, check this out, I'm focused on Bridget. I'm focused on Life Coach Bridget. I'm focused on Mentor Bridget. I'm focused on BLC. That's me. Okay. That's who I'm focused on when I'm in this room, because there was a long time, okay, a long length of time where I didn't pay me any attention. I was more focused on everyone else, helping everyone else, supporting everyone else, seeing to it that they made it to their place of peace, their place of comfort, and this, that, and the other. And all along, I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable because I was neglecting me. And when you put too much of you into other people, you can become, that becomes draining. You can become drained from doing that. Okay. So self care is very, very, very important. It's very important. Take some time to love on you. Take some time to get to know you. And check this out. I'll tell you something else about me. Okay. I must really like y'all. All right. Because I be sharing some stuff. Anyway, um, there was a time when I used to be afraid to just sit by myself in my peace, whether I was just sitting on my bed, closing the door, and just being with Bridget. It was just like, okay, what are you getting ready to hear? What's getting ready to happen? What's gonna? I was so, my mind was just so focused on the possibilities instead of just being in the now and just enjoying the now. Okay. And be it, I've had some experiences with meditating. Okay. Where, sitting on the bed, in my thoughts. And I've actually had my spirit raise up out, and I turn around and look and see me sitting there, or yeah, sitting on the bed. That was creepy for me. That was a first time for me. It was hard to bring that spirit back. But after getting past all of that, I still realized, like, damn, but that did feel kind of good though, to be able to just release all that pressure or whatever. But again, I didn't recognize or even understand my gifts at that time. All right. Now, when I say I'm loving me some me, trust me, I do. And I show me that I love me by spending time with me. I show me that I love me by doing things for me. Um, Unapologetically so. Okay. Like I was saying to Frederica, hey, Sister D. Hey, sisters in courage. I absolutely love you guys. Um, like I was telling Frederica, you know, what did I tell you, Frederica? Shit, I just lost my train of thought because I'm just loving on my sisters. Anyway, um, take some time for yourself, guys, for real. You really have to. You have to love on you. You have to be there for you. You have to regain your energy. You have to, you know what? I'm saying have to. You should. I highly recommend. Okay. It's just a suggestion. All right. That you be there for you, that you love on you, that you spend some time with you. Because again, if you don't treat you right, then why should anybody else? If you don't treat you right, nobody else will. Nobody else will. All right. And for the men who may listen to this video, let me tell you something. It is nothing wrong with a man going home and taking a bubble bath and loving on himself. Okay. There's nothing wrong with a man, getting a pedicure. It's just not. Getting his nails, manicured, and just giving himself some quality time. Just some quality time. That's important, you guys. Seriously, 2020 has been hectic. 2020 needs to get the hell up out of here. And let me say this to those of you who may have lost loved ones or have loved ones who are suffering right now, whether it's because of the COVID, the coronavirus, or anything, all right, that in itself can take a toll on you. So if you're the type that's supporting someone who is going through right now, first of all, my empathy goes out to you guys. All right. I empathize with you all wholeheartedly. But take a step back and reflect on yourself, love on yourself, and be there for you. It's called regrouping so that you can get back out there and do what you feel you were destined to do for someone else. Okay? Okay? Self preservation. First law. First law, you guys. You know, and again, men, take care of yourselves. Women, you know how we get down. We take on the whole world, and some. And in doing that, we give our all to everything else, everyone else, and we neglect ourselves. And that's why women die faster than men. More women, yeah, women die faster than men. Okay, and that's because we're the nurturers. His ass gonna live. Forgive me, guys, but it's the truth. Okay, he is gonna live. You know why? Because what we do, we care for them, we love on them, we make sure, baby, you okay, or are you guys okay? We do all of that and give all of our energy to them. So this week going forward, you guys, even if it's just 1 hour out of your day, 15 minutes out of your day, take time to reflect on you, take time to love on you, take time to appreciate you. Do something for you. Something. I don't care what it is. Whatever it is you enjoy doing, do it. Okay? Do not allow the rest of your life in this 2020 range and going forward. Do not allow you to be the obstacle standing in your way. Love on you. Okay? Now, for those of you, again, who are unaware, as a life coach, my specialties are relationships, parenting, self-care, and business. Business in the workplace, business is helping, whether it's helping you build a business or helping you get through on your job. All right? That's what I do. Again, you can check me out in my entirety on my website at www.hafh.life. Again, that's hafh.life. And if you're not doing so already, here on Instagram, I have 3 accounts. Loving Me Some Me, Life Coach Bridget, all right, as well as Bridget Homies, which is an acronym that stands for Broadcasting Real Issues, Devouring Girls Everywhere Today, and Helping Our Males Individually Express Self. There is where a platform is provided for our young adults and adults young at heart to come and freely express themselves without any concerns of being judged or ridiculed. I also have our clothing line, which is We Are Optimistic, because we are. Many see the glass as half empty. We see it as half full, running over. They say you are what you eat. We say become what you become what you wear. Therefore, become optimistic. Plus, it looks better on you. But in the meantime, thank you guys for joining me. If you know of a friend, family, someone who could benefit from this video, please share it with them. And you can also catch me on my YouTube channel, Life Coach Bridget Cooks. All right. But in the meantime, happy start of the new week, you guys. Me 3. Motivate, encourage, empower, embrace. Because that's what I do. I love you guys to life. And thank you for joining me. See you next week. All right. Have a good one, guys.